because they can't then go and build like a meaningful relationship with someone that might like them back, because they're always stuck on a girl that like will never like them, will never get with them, but like there's always that possibility there, and it's like sort of a fantasy that they're sort of chasing.
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Alexander Grace of the Red Pill Interviews. I'm here at Curtin University in Western Australia, and today I'm going to be asking women about the Red Pill concept of orbiters. In the Red Pill community, they claim that most women are surrounded by a number of men that they call orbiters. These are not men she intends on having a sexual relationship with. Instead, they perform the function of doing favours, liking her Facebook photos, and supplying her with attention so that she can feel desirable and maintain her self-esteem. Most orbiters think they have a chance for a romantic relationship with a girl, and they will spend a long time trying to prove to her that they are a worthy partner. Though the woman is usually aware of how he feels, the Red Pill community says that most women will not explicitly reject these orbiting men or be straightforward and honest by communicating their lack of interest. Instead, they will lead these men on so they can maintain their options and continue to enjoy the increased status and self-esteem boost that comes from this male attention. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I can understand what you mean by that, and yeah, I think that's often what does occur.
That whole statement is fairly onto it. I think that explains it quite well.
In a way, I'd say it's right, but I wouldn't say we lead them on. We kind of just let them keep going with what they're doing, and then if it gets too intense, say, okay, you need to back off a little bit.
Actually seems quite typical of what goes on in a lot of friendship groups. I know like a lot of guys that tend to be orbiters. Yeah, it seems like that's quite a common thing, to be honest.
Because of how these people, the men are with these women, they're not going to reject sort of the attention from the man. So I think they'll keep asking for that attention if they like it and they receive it.
Guilty. Yeah, I think it's definitely a fair blurb. Like, I know girlfriends that have done that, and like, yeah, I would do that. It's like, it's nice to get attention, and you sort of just like, oh yeah, you know, it's good for the self-esteem.
Do you think the phenomenon of orbiters is real?
Yes, to an extent, yeah.
Probably not, because I've never met someone that would sort of suit that description of an orbiter.
Yes, I do.
I think it's real. I think most people are like that. I think girls don't want to reject someone, and they appreciate someone like that that's always there for them and caring for them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of guys that play the friendship role and like continue to do like favours even though they're not really going to get a chance with the girl, and she just sort of keeps them around just to have them there, just to have like another option available, and like just for the increased sort of flirtation, or like yeah, just like, you know, you get good things out of it. It's a good benefit.
Like in engineering, obviously there's a lot of guys there, but I wouldn't say majority of them come up to me and be like, oh, can I help you carry your bags or anything like that sort of thing.
Have you or any of your friends had orbiters before?
Yes, yes, we have. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes and yes. Although I was in a relationship, so I did sort of let them know.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, all the time. I can think of just like a few off, you know, top of my head. There's definitely, I think everyone sort of has that person in their life, at least.
I knew they had a crush on me sort of thing, but I kind of just ignored it and hoped that it would either go away, or if I wanted it to get more, then I'd be like, okay, kind of hinted, that sort of a thing.
She kind of had a inkling that it wasn't going to go anywhere and no progression was going to be made in that relationship with that man, so she's just left and carried on.
Although you know their intention, you just kind of maintain this friendly relationship because they're super nice, you know, they'll do nice things to you, they make you feel more, you know, they make you feel more special, or anything like that, they make you feel like you're, you know, important, even though you know that the likelihood of you ending up with that person is pretty unlikely because you've already made that decision.
What function do you think orbiters serve in a woman's life?
I think it's like a sort of best friendship kind of role, like that they're there for you 100% no matter what.
It will build their confidence, I suppose.
Often they'll provide compliments or just, you know, pay you more attention
They're really good for the self-esteem.
I think that they help with confidence. I think it's like a self-esteem booster for most girls to have like someone else there that's giving them compliments and giving them attention when they might not in fact like reciprocate it.
They kind of just that friend that you can tell anything to at some point, and then if it gets too much, kind of like, okay, maybe they weren't the friend that I was looking for, or like I said before, you get to the point where like, yeah, they're really good to talk to. I can say anything to them. I want more than just the friendship.
What do you think is enjoyable about having multiple men interested in you and paying you attention?
Yeah, self-esteem. It's, I guess, like just like human nature. It's nice to feel wanted.
Yeah, just more of a comfort thing, a bit more of a confidence boost.
Depends on who's interested. If they're kind of weird and creepy and get into your personal space, then it's not enjoyable.
I think it would be a good thing and a bad thing at the same time.
It's kind of, it's definitely entertaining. Like, you know, it's better than being bored on a, you know, Thursday afternoon. It's like, oh yeah, I might message X someone, well, not my ex, but you know, this person.
They think, you know, you're more important or that you're more special than the person next to you. Kind of just knowing that, oh, you're not just, you know, a sheep in a mob.
Why do you think women aren't honest with orbiters about their lack of romantic interest?
I don't think it's a very nice thing to have to sort of tell someone that you're not interested, or it's just an uncomfortable situation.
I guess you don't want to hurt their feelings by saying no straight up. Yeah, so I think you just kind of keep them in the friend zone to not hurt their feelings.
Oh, because they probably don't know themselves that like there's someone there able to fulfill that, but you can't recognise it, so you just sort of avoided it and become avoidant to it. So
Probably to maintain their interest. So as soon as they find out that, you're not interested in that way, they're probably more likely to showing you attention because there's no end goal.
I guess that like in certain circumstances you feel as though that they're only your friend because they're interested in you. So like I know there's been people in the past that like, you know, he's only sticking around and stuff like that because he thinks that I'm going to get with him, but like the girl might actually just see him as a really good friend and someone that she can talk to and someone that's always there for her.
For me, it's definitely out of fear that I'm going to lose a friend. And so, like, I sort of, in my mind, it's like I'd rather string them along and still have the friend than, you know, tell them the truth and then them not want to be a friend.
Do you think that it's wrong to lead someone on just so you can enjoy the attention and feel desirable?
yes, it's wrong. I think it is wrong, but still, women do it. I know they do it.
I do, and a lot of the time, like, I feel really guilty.
Absolutely, I don't think anyone should be led on. I think it's really detrimental to just everything about a person. That's such a hurtful thing to have to experience. I think it's awful.
I've known guys that have felt really led on for like a long time. One of my friends was led on for over a year.
If you're using them, then that is bad. If you just don't realise you're leading them on and just want to be friends, then I don't know if anyone's really at fault there. It's kind of just miscommunication.
Have you ever led a man on because you enjoyed the attention you received?
Yeah.
No, at least not intentionally.
I guess that like I might have led them on a little bit, but like I try to be like quite upfront and honest about it.
I wouldn't say I have recently at all, but I think definitely in small situations, definitely lead people on, sort of, yeah, that kind of thing. I think it happens probably more often than I'd care to imagine.
For a while, yeah, and then from that it actually turned into a relationship, so it was good. The chase is better than the catch, I must admit that.
Say my boyfriend at the moment, there's this long-running joke that I led him on for ages before we started dating. Like, he wouldn't have been the first pick that I would have had, but he was very, very persistent.
What kind of signs should a man look for in his interactions with a girl if he is scared of becoming an orbiter?
I think that you'd be able to tell whether someone's interested in you or not, just the way that they treat you and act.
I guess if she's talking to other men in a way that he wants to be talked to.
I guess I would kind of bail on plans.
you should look for whether the girl reciprocates it. Like, if you ask her out and be like, oh, do you want to come out to like the movies with me? If she like tries to invite other people, it's probably more of a friend thing.
Always try and wait for the women to initiate something as well.
I've often found, weirdly enough, the less they try to interact with you, the more you kind of want to interact with them, kind of thing, which is, I mean, it's depending.
What advice would you give a man who realizes the girl that he's been orbiting never intends on having a sexual relationship with him?
I have given advice to this person.
Maybe if they're not going to have that sexual relationship initially, still continue with what you were doing or how you were before, and then see if it progresses into something like that.
The person I'm dating at the moment was a boyfriend's roommate, which I never saw in any light whatsoever. So things can change.
It can be hard to get out of the friend zone. My boyfriend got out of the friend zone, so it can be done.
Stick with the friendship, and you never know what it might turn into. I mean, if you've been friends for years and then years later, like 2 years later, she falls out with whatever guy she's dating, you can always be there to kind of pick up the pieces, which sounds kind of corny and like movie style, but you never know.
Just get out of there. If you think that that's the situation, you just got to try your best to not get deeper into that and not get used.
And like, honestly, I've talked to him about it, and his like confidence, his happiness has just skyrocketed since, because he wasn't so wrapped up in just trying to like pursue one person and like be constricted to like always trying to make time for that person whenever they wanted it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment below letting us know what you thought of the girls as sponsors in the video. If you want to see more footage from Red Pill interviews, consider supporting me on Patreon, where I'll be uploading a whole bunch of extra content, like uncut footage from all these kinds of interviews. The link should be in the description box below, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.